Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. My name is Derek, and in the next 3 minutes, we're going to take a look at 1 Corinthians chapters 1 through 4. As we dive into this new chapter, we see Paul addressing a young church in a very wealthy and status-obsessed, socially divided culture. Corinth was a place where career, honor, reputation, and public image mattered more than almost anything else. So when the gospel took root in this place, those same cultural habits began to creep into the church. Paul's first goal in these chapters would be to expose how the Corinthians were importing the values of their city back into the life of Christ's community. Paul opens these first couple chapters by thanking God for the church's gifts, because yes, they were gifted, but immediately turns to the real issue, factionalism. I follow Paul, I follow Apollos, I follow Cephas, and the ultra-spiritual group, I follow Christ. For the first hearers, this wasn't about theology. It was about status, so aligning with the teacher who made you look the smartest, feel best, all the things. Paul dismantles it quickly by pointing them back to the cross. He says the message of Christ crucified is foolish and weak in the eyes of the world, but that's where the power of God truly rests, in the weakness of mankind. In Corinth, where rhetoric and polished wisdom were prized, Paul reminds them God intentionally works through what looks unimpressive, so that way nobody has a chance to boast. In chapter 2, Paul even emphasizes that the gospel isn't delivered through worldly eloquence. It's revealed by the Spirit. For the first hearers, this was a corrective. They were judging Christian leaders by the same standards as celebrity speakers and philosophers. Then as we move into chapters 3 and 4, chapter 3 turns the spotlight to the church's immaturity. Their jealousy and rivalry proved they were still thinking like the world. Paul uses two different imagery. One is a field, another one is a building. He says Paul planted, Apollos watered, God gave the growth, meaning Christian leaders are workers, not heroes, not brands. Using the building imagery, he says leaders build on the foundation of Christ. Some work with gold, some with straw. The quality of their ministry will be revealed by God, not by popularity. For the first hearers, this pulled them away from Corinthian metrics. Leadership isn't about flash, style, or persuasive power. It's about faithfulness to Christ. Then in chapter 4, as we close out our reading for today, Paul contrasts the self-promoting teachers in Corinth with the suffering apostles. The Corinthians wanted spirituality that made them look wise and strong. Paul says the apostles looked more like men on death row, despised, weak, publicly humiliated. He's not shaming them, he's reteaching them reality. The cross-shaped life will never fit neatly into a culture of status seeking. Paul ends by reminding them that true authority in the church is fatherly, not domineering, not competitive, not flashy. So a takeaway for us is spiritual leaders imitate Christ, not some of those models by Corinthian celebrities. That's it for today, you all, friends.